deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring, creepers, sleepers.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition. I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out. It's greatly appreciated. Please subscribe to the show. You can follow us on Twitter at Sojash Sports. Today's episode, we're jumping into NFL Week 13. Only got 5 weeks left in the regular season. This week, we got a Thursday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of playoff implications in this game. We're going to go through the matchups. We're going to talk about your fantasy football lineups for this game. We're also going to talk about the point spread picks. Dallas comes in as home favorites at 9 points. We're going to see who I'm laying my money on this week, as well as just kind of break down the NFL Week 13 news and any updates, any questions you have for me. So sit back, relax. Once again, this is Eric Sojash. It's NFL Week 13. This is Smoke the Competition. Let's go. First thing we're going to do is break down your fantasy football lineups. Let's see who you should start and who you should sit for those Seattle Seahawks. Kicking things off, I got Geno Smith, quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. As a risky start this week, I'd prefer to have him on my bench, even drop him to the free agency. At this point in the season, you should have a better quarterback option, especially going against a vantage defense like the Dallas Cowboys. Geno is not a start this week. He's an absolute must-sit. Put him on your bench. Don't think twice about it. Hopping over to the running back position, we're looking at Zach Charbonnet this week as a safe start, not a must start and not a good start. He should have a safe floor, a lot of usage this week. However, there is no huge upside. Dallas is a pretty good defense, and the Seattle run game has struggled all season. If you are in a bind because of the bye weeks, you can play him. Just temper your expectations. He's not going to have a huge matchup. Moving along to the wide receiver position, we got DK Metcalf as a good start this week. Definitely not a must start, but a good start. He's always heavily involved, especially in the red zone. Geno does lean on DK every now and then, so regardless of the defense that they're going against, he is going to get his targets. I see him as a good start. He's not going to blow up, but he should still get his targets, and he can score a touchdown this week. The next receiver we're breaking down is wide receiver Tyler Lockett. This week I see him as a safe start. Absolutely not a must start. Definitely not a good start. Like I said, Dallas's defense is very tough to go against, especially in the air. But Tyler Lockett has a good rapport with Geno. They will have to lean on him. I can see this being a game where they're trailing most of the time and forced to throw the ball. So he will get his catches, better in PPR, half PPR leagues. I do see him as a safe start this week on Thursday Night Football. Last but not least, in that wide receiver room, we're looking at the rookie sensation, Jackson Smith-Njigba. This week, I see him as a risky start. I'd keep him on my benches if I were you. There's just not a lot to go around. Plus, this offense is not going to be scoring a lot of points in my anticipation. So he's really going to be relying on a lot of targets. Not going to happen this week. I'd keep him on my bench. He is a great player. He just doesn't have the upside, especially against a tough Dallas defense. Hopping over to those Dallas Cowboys, let's have a look at who you should start and who you should sit. Kicking things off, we got quarterback Dak Prescott. This is a no-brainer. He's an absolute must-start, smash play this week. He's been a top 5 quarterback the last 4 weeks, just putting up massive numbers. He's actually making his bid for that MVP race, and I think that will continue on Thursday Night Football. Play Dak. Don't even hesitate it. Sit back, relax, pop your popcorn, and enjoy the points. Another player I see as an absolute must-start in this Dallas offense is their running back, Tony Pollard. He's been getting rolling lately. Season's kind of started slowly. Didn't hit those big numbers that you expected in fantasy, but he's getting it going now. Him and Dak got a great rapport. The run game is clicking. The pass game is clicking. Get Tony Pollard in your lineups. He's an absolute must-start. Smash play in Week 13. Another must-start, another smash play in Week 13 is wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. He's been going off. Him and Dak's rapport is just getting better and better every week. That's going to continue on Thursday Night Football. He's a top 3, top 5 wide receiver week in and week out. Just as long as he gets the targets, he's going to produce. I know that Seattle defense does have some good talent in the secondary, but CD is an absolute stud. Get him in your lineups. He's an absolute must start. The next wide receiver we're looking at is Brandon Cooks. the newest acquisition for these Dallas Cowboys. He's been kind of up and down, a little bit more on a streak in the last 3 to 4 weeks. I see him as a good start this week. He's going to garnish some targets. They got to find a way to take CeeDee Lamb away, and that's when Dak's going to lean on his tight ends and his other receivers like Brandon Cook. I see him as a good start depending on who you have. This is a bye week in which I'm starting him in one league, and I can see him going off for about 10 to 15 fantasy points. And last but not least, we're looking at tight end Jake Ferguson this week as a good start. He's teetering on must-start territory. Dak is targeting Jake a hell of a lot. They didn't connect as much as they wanted last week, but I do see them picking up where they had left off a few weeks ago. See Jake catching at least 1 touchdown, maybe even 2 on Thursday Night Football. Get him in your lineups. He's a good start. I'd play him over most tight ends unless you have one of the elite rare ones like a George Kittle or a Travis Kelce. So who gets the win on Thursday night and why? I see a lot of people saying this is going to be a good matchup, that Seattle is going to give Dallas a good test. I don't see it. I'm laying my 9 points on Dallas. I think Dallas is going to blow them out. This is not a matchup Seattle is well balanced in. I don't like how they've been playing coming into this game. Plus they got some injuries. Geno Smith's been turning the ball over, and this Dallas defense has been stifling offenses and taking the ball away at an exceptional rate. I don't see how they're going to keep pace with Dallas, especially in Dallas. I'm laying my 9 points on Dallas comfortably to get the win. I can see them winning this game by at least 2 touchdowns.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Give us a follow. Once again, subscribe to the channel. I'm Eric Sojash. Peace, love. Let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. The card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring, creepers.